Again. 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 Well, you're the one that told me to be more tough with your training. Now, come on. I know you still have another attempt in you. No need for the fuss. Close your eyes and start again. Hey. What did I tell you before? Slower. Better. Hey, keep practicing. I'll be a second. Hey guys, something the matter? Looking for me? What for? A group training exercise? What did you have in mind? Pfft. Tell me you two are joking, right? Okay, be serious with me this time. Tell me what you two had planned. Didn't I just tell you two to be serious to me? Look, I'm not dismissing your idea entirely. But come on, our three groups, they're vastly different. My group is only composed of first years with one exception, and they haven't even started their first year yet. Your groups? Sure, some of your students are here because they need to work on their sorcery, but that doesn't change the fact that they're all more experienced. We're talking about a 2 to 3 year difference. Besides, my group needs more training. I say when they're ready, and I don't think any of them are good for a sparring match as big as this. No, they're not ready. What do you mean, on the contrary? Okay, I'm calm. Just tell me. You what? What do you mean they're already starting? Is there a professor proctoring the match? Which one of you idiots had this bright idea? Excuse me? Someone from my group. Seriously. Who? Rachel and... Oh. I see. Oh no, it's fine. Just... give me a second while I process this. You idiot! I knew I should have had a closer eye on those two. Always causing trouble whenever I'm not around. Okay. This is fine. They said that a professor is proctoring the match right now, so we're not breaking any rules. Okay. I'll deal with Rachel and Maria later. For now. Alright, fine. I'll come by in a bit. Let me just get my student over there. They're still training. Yeah, that's them. Look, no questions as to why I'm over here training them privately, okay? Just wait for me in the sparring area. Hey, I'm back. How you doing? Not bad. You're getting there, but I suppose that'll do for now. Come on. Yeah, no, I'm fine. Just annoyed at those two. Yes, Rachel and Maria. Ugh. I give them the freedom to go train with the other groups, and look what they do. It's so frustrating. Hey, I am not overreacting. Look, I trusted those two to go do their own thing, and now they're causing trouble with other groups behind my back, and I'm not even aware of their antics up until now. Okay, fine. Maybe a little. Maybe I'm being just a tad bit overly dramatic. But my point still stands. Those two are acting out of line and essentially starting fights with other students. That in of itself can get me in a bit of trouble. If you were a professor for one of the top sorcery academies, and you saw one of your student instructors not being able to control their group, what would you think? Well, let me tell you. I get painted as the one who can't handle my responsibilities, and my position will be questioned among the professors. Look, I'm not in the mood right now, so let's just keep walking, okay? The sparring area is not that far. Look, I'm sorry. No, I'll be fine. But I shouldn't be venting my frustrations like this to you. It's just... Yeah, you're right. Shouldn't be too hard on all of you. And I mean, I get it. It's like how they all ran off to go swim in the lake that one time. Or other times where they want to join with other groups. See what they're doing instead. They're at this program and they want to have fun with other people. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like I'm not being respected, I guess. Of course, I accepted this role for the responsibility, not for the respect. But still. Wait, is that bad? That's bad, isn't it? I'm hardly any older than all of you, just by a few years. Yet here I am acting like a selfish parent. Maybe I should loosen up. What do you mean? Yeah, but... Hey, come on, that's not true. I'm helping in your training, but it's not that much. All your progress thus far has been your own hard work. Oh. Okay. Thanks. I guess I needed to hear that. Glad to know you appreciate everything I'm doing for you. And the others. For all of you, of course. Well, this is, nice. Shoot, what do we do now? Oh, right. Jeez. Okay, focus. So, the sparring match between all of you, right? You already know that the chances of getting hurt are slim. I informed you about that on the tour. Though, did you have any other questions? Alright. Listen in and listen well. Sparring works as much as you'd expect it to, and from what you've heard. 3 matches of fighting, no physical contact, only spells are allowed. Watching carefully? Good. Learn what you can. Watch how everyone fights. Sure, many of them aren't using the same magic as you, but think of this as a way to get a few pointers. Tips from me? I thought you wouldn't ask. I'll be honest. At this stage of your training, you coming out with a win is pretty slim. Oh, there's a chance, I'm sure of it. Just a very slim one. That being said, you've proceeded faster than I thought. You're able to gather your mana at a relatively quick pace while sitting or standing still. Your control, while still not as strong as I want it to be, it's improved. You might have not noticed, but I have when you were training. Your spellcasting has gotten easier with less trouble. More complex spells have you using more mana, but that's a given. Otherwise, your basic spell repertoire seems to be satisfactory. Don't worry. Just because you lack experience and skill doesn't mean you don't have a chance. If you can't rely on the aforementioned two, then we'll have to come up with a strategy on how to beat your opponent. It's only natural. Oh, that's fine if you can't come up with a plan, because I'm going to be doing that for you. For now, stay by my side, and stay still. If I were you, I'd start channeling and storing your mana inside you. Get yourself ready for your match. That's it. Just keep that up. I'll talk to you and fill you in, okay? Good. Now, your opponent. I have an idea on who you're fighting. You remember during your first day here on tour? There was that one guy who was training and nearly hit us with a few spells? Yeah, that guy. Don't know his name, but he'll certainly cause you a bit of trouble. I've seen him training on other days. While his control and spellcasting hasn't improved much, the spells he does wield, they're quite dangerous to the opponent. He also seems to be the prideful, stubborn, and boastful type, trying to make up for his lack of skill through raw power. Though he still does have a year or two of experience over you. So he's not a complete dullard, I suppose. No, just a form of expression. I'm sure he's actually quite smart and clever himself. Though if I compared him to someone like you, someone who's definitely a lot smarter, then I stand by my words. He's a dullard. No, I'm not playing favorites again. Honestly, silly. Just because I've been training you more than the others the past few weeks doesn't mean you're my favorite. Well, I suppose I can always stop training you, and we can see how far you can go without my help. How does that sound? Oh? Are you that confident in your abilities? Is that so? Well then, I suppose I should, stick around you more often than I do. Overconfidence has always been the downfall of many new students, and I'd rather it not be the same for the one I'm training. Nope, not admitting anything. And you're still not my favorite. Hush. Now, keep gathering mana. Let me think for a moment. Alright, here's the plan. Play the long game. A battle of attrition against him. With how he fights, you'll be able to tell when he casts a spell quite easily. Given his stubborn nature, I'm willing to bet that he'll try to end the fight with some large spectacular spell of his. Make himself look like the better fighter. Stoke that ego of his. Fight smart against him, and keep your cool. Even if you have better spell control, if you end up panicking and start casting spells in a frenzy, you'll be wasting mana, and you'll just be digging yourself a bigger hole. Focus on defense. Only attack when you're sure of it. Unless I'm telling you to throw a spell when he's vulnerable. Do that too. No, that's pretty much it. Afraid I can't give you anything else other than words of advice. It would be pretty unfair if I were to step in, or aid you in ways outside of just talking, you know? You gonna be good with this? You know, you don't have to lie to me. I can tell what's going on in your head. Happens to all of us. Well, let's see. Your heart's probably pumping a bit harder than usual. You might be fidgeting here or there, though I can't really tell since you still seem to be standing still while you're gathering mana. Good job, by the way. But, come on. Like I said, you don't have to lie. I know you're nervous. It's your first time sparring and whatnot, so... yeah. Hey, I'm just being concerned. Forgive me if I'm being more doting as usual. What? Would you rather me not say any more, simply let you mull over on the oncoming duel? Let the anxiety take you over while I stay silent and not provide a welcome distraction from the stress? Because I can. Or maybe you just don't need my help right now. Is that the case? I am not full of myself. Hey, you take that back. Okay, you got me there. Seriously though, are you ready for this? Look, I know I'm asking for like the 10th time now, but... okay. But if at any point you feel like you can't continue, please make it known so that the fight stops. I don't want you to get hurt. Hey, I'm serious. Promise me that you'll stop if things get too much for you. Okay? Good. Well now, they're my two troublemakers. Picking and setting up fights that are way out of your depth, Look, save it. Rachel, Maria, I am annoyed with you two, but we'll talk about this later. Go rest up now. You had a tough match. Yeah, I've calmed down at this point. Figured I'd shoot him out later. Besides, you saw their match. They got thrashed. Alright, now then. It's time. Remember the strategy. Keep your cool, focus on defense. Attack when you see an opening. Have him wear himself down of mana. Good. Hey, you got this. Okay? Do your best, and don't get hurt.